In this lesson we are looking at midpoints. By the end of the lesson we should be able to find the coordinates of the midpoint of a line segment with the diagram given and its coordinates. Okay, so let's have a look at this first example. As you can see here, this is the line segment of A and B. We need to find the midpoint of this line segment. So A line is joining 2 points is called a line segment. A and B is the line segment joining points A and B. Okay, the midpoint of a line is halfway along the line. As you can see here, we'll label it as M. Okay, let's have a look at this example here. We have a line segment with points 1, 3 and 5, 3. We need to find the midpoint of this line segment, and if you count halfway, 4 squares going to the right from the point 1, 3, we should get an x value of 3 and a y value of 3 as shown here. Okay, let's have a look at another example where the points are -5 and 2 and -5 and -4. Halfway between this line we'll have a midpoint of -5 and -1. Okay, again, the midpoint of a line is halfway along the line. Now, sometimes you may need to use a different method to find out what the midpoint is. So to find the midpoint, you should add the x coordinates and divide by 2, and add the y coordinates and divide by 2. Okay, so let's use the method from the previous slide. Okay, let's have a look at the first line segment. We need to find the midpoint of this line segment with coordinates 1, 1 and 5, 5. What we need to do is label our coordinates first of all. So 1, 1, this is my x value, this is my y value, this is my x value, this is my y value. So all we need to do is gather the x values together. So 5 and 1, 5 plus 1, and then you half the x values. So 5 plus 1 is 6, 6 over 2 is 3. Now we need to do the same thing for the y value. Okay, so my y value is 1, my other y value is 5, so 1 plus 5 and half it. So 1 plus 5 is 6, 6 over 2 is again 3. So we have worked out what the midpoint of this line segment is, which is 3, 3. Okay, let's have a look at another example where the question has a coordinate of 0 and -2 and -6 and -3. So you're going to label your coordinates x and y. So now you know what your y value is. And what your values are for the midpoint. So let's have a look at the x values, -6 and 0. So -6 add 0 divided by 2, you will get -6 over 2, which is -3. Let's have a look at a y value. You have -2 add -3 divided by 2, which is going to give me -6 divided by -5, sorry, divided by 2 is -2.5. Now all we need to do is label our midpoint -3, -2.5, and your answer will become over here, and that is your answer. Okay, so what we'd like to do is have a go at finding the midpoint of the following question. Pause the video here and have a go. Okay, the midpoint is 3, 1. What we'd like to do now is have a go at this question and pause the video here. Okay, the midpoint is 1, 4. Okay, what we'd like you to do now is have a go at finding the midpoint of this line segment. Pause the video here, have a go. Okay, the midpoint of this question is 5 and 1.5. What we'd like to do now is have a go at the following question. Find the midpoint of this line segment. Pause the video here. Okay, the answer for this question is -2 and 1. Okay, what we'd like to do now is have a go at finding the midpoints of these line segments on the left hand side. Please copy this table into your paper or book and please upload this answer to class charts. Thank you.